Hello friends, today we are going to solve this problem, breaking the record. Let's look into the problem statement, what it is saying. Maria plays college basketball and wants to go pro. Each session, she maintains a record of her play. She tabulates the number of times she breaks her session record for most points and least points. Okay. In a game, okay, that means mean and max, that's what it is asking. Okay, then points scored in the first game establish our record for the session and she begins counting from there. Okay, so we have to find mean and max score. Okay, let's look into this example. So scores are this, that means Maria has played these many games, 1 2 3 4 games. In first game scored 12, second game 24, then 10, then 24, that is fine. In first game, what is mean and what is max? Both will be same because there is no previous game, so definitely mean and max will be same, right? Yes, that's what is done here. In second game, score 24, so now 24 is greater than 12, that's why max will increase to 24, but mean will be same as it is at this point of time. In third game, scored 10, 10 is less than 24, right? That's why maximum value will not change, it will be unchanged, but mean you have to check 10 is greater than 12 or not. Previous mean was 12 and now it is 10, that's why it is minimum, so it is changed, right? Then again score 24 in next game, then minimum definitely will not change, and maximum, if you will see, the maximum value was 24 and here 24, so there is it is also unchanged. Okay, so mean max, if you will count in stage number 1, it will be definitely 0 0. This is the first game. Then here what is changed? Mean is changed? No, that's why it is 0. Max is changed? Yes, that's why it is 1. Okay, in next game score 10, max is changed? No, but mean is changed? Yes, that's why here it is mean 1 and max is 1. Okay, as it is, once only max is changed in its total life cycle, right? Then here it is minimum is 10, max is 24. Here mean is unchanged, so it is unchanged. Max is also unchanged, that's why it is 1. That's what we have to find it out. Okay, given the scores for a session, determine the number of times Maria breaks or records for most and least points scored during the session. That means we have to calculate the how many times mean is changed and how many times max is changed. Okay, so mean count and max count, that we have to find out. Okay, complete the breaking records function in the editor below. Breaking record has the following parameters: scores, point score per game, that's fine, it is here, vector of integers. Okay, so it is returning integer 2, an array with number of times he broke her records. Index 0 is the breaking most point records. That means in index 0 we have to store max, and in index 1 we have to store least point, mean count. Let's do one thing, let's look into another example. Here sample input is 9, so 9 times Maria has played, and these are the scores that Maria achieved during all these games. Okay, let's look into this explanation. Game 0 1 to 0 to 8, 9 games are there, and always remember, it is always a good practice to draw something like this, by which we will get some clue regarding how to proceed, what should be the logic. Okay, so I also don't know how to do this. Now see how I am doing. Then there are 9 games, so 0 to 8, then score from 10 to 1, something like this, And now in this stage, during game number 0 means the first game, so highest score and lowest score will be same, right? So point number 1 we can make, during beginning make high score equals to low score equals to whatever she achieved during first game. Okay, that is the first game score, right? Then now in next game she scored 5. Okay, so now we have to compare 5 is greater than highest score or not. It is less than. Okay, so highest score will be unchanged. Now we have to check with lowest score. If lowest score 5 is less than 10, so lowest score is changed. Now let's go to next level or next game. Now she scored 20 and 20 is greater than 10, right? If 20 is greater than 10, then this highest score will change. This is expected. But do we need to check this score with lowest score or not? That is the question. No, no need, because highest score is changing. Okay, that means definitely there won't be any change in the lowest score because this is already greater than highest score. That's why we are changing the highest score. Okay, so we need not have to look into this lowest score. So that is another point that we have to take care of. If highest score, high score is greater than high score or high score is less than score, then only we have to take care of, we have to change the highest score. Okay, don't look into this lowest score, change high score, right? Just change high score, don't check low score, correct? Now in next game again score 20, so 20 is equals to 20, right? Now highest score is 20, this is equal, that means here there won't be any change. Now question is again, do we need to check the lowest score? Again no. That means if this highest score is less than or equals to score, that means we need not have to check the lowest score. Okay, that is the catch here. Now let's look into another one. This now score is 4. 4 is less than highest score. Now if it is less than, that means the highest score will be unchanged. And now this is time to check this part, lowest score. Okay, so now 4 is less than 5, so let's change it. So that's what we are doing. If you see, now we got already the logic. If higher score is less than equals to score, then change higher score and don't check lower score, otherwise check low score. Okay, now this is time to write the code. I think you can try it yourself just by looking into this logic. So then come back and look into the solution. Fine. Okay, all the scores we are getting inside this vector. So we have to definitely iterate through all the elements of this vector. Let's use range based for loop. Constant auto reference, and it is having score inside scores, right? Fine. Now what we have to do? We have to check. First we have to check if this score and highest score is the same. Now before this, in the beginning, we have to take highest score and lowest score to be same, right? So it should be, let's say, scores of 0. Whatever is there in the scores vector, let's consider the first element as the highest score and lowest score will be same as highest score. That's it. Fine. Okay, so now we have to check if highest score, here we are getting the score, right? So we have to check whether that score is equals to highest score. If it is same, see, in case of 2020, already we have seen this example, At that point of time, what we are doing, we are not changing highest score, we are also not changing lowest score, because we know that it is equals to highest score. At that time, no need of checking it with lowest score, so we can simply continue, right? If this is the case, then continue the loop. Okay, now next is, if score is greater than or high score is less than equals to score, that already we have written, so let's do it. If score is greater than highest score, then definitely we have to change the highest score to score, right? Let's do it. And after that, ultimately we have to return what? Count. Okay, how many times we are changing the score. Okay, let's declare two more variable, highest score count or something like that. Can we do it something like this? Highest score, how many times changing, right? Change count, high score change count is 0, and low score change count is also 0. Okay, in the beginning. Now once we are changing the highest score, let's increment the counter. Fine. Okay, another thing is, already we had written here, it should be equals to, right? It should be equals to. Do you think score, high score and low score will be same? Is there any chance? No, because before that already we have done score equals to high score. Okay, so here we need not have to put greater than equals to, definitely. Okay, suppose this condition is false, that means score is less than high score, so we have to now compare with the low score, correct? So let's do it here itself. Else, if score is less than low score is less than lowest score, that means now we got another value. Now this is time to change the lowest score value to the value of score, and now we are changing the lowest score, so this is now right time to change the low score count. So now this is time to return the high score and low score. That's what was written here, in which order we have to return. Here see, an array with number of times we broke or records. Index 0 is the breaking most point records. That means this is the maximum. So highest count first, then do a return. First is the high score change count, and second value will be low score change count. Here you can declare another vector, because it is returning a vector of integers. So here we can declare another vector, initialize that with these two values. That is also fine, we can return the vector. But instead of taking extra variable of vector, here directly we can return this pair. Okay, that is also acceptable. Let's run the code and check if we are in right path or not, our logic is correct or not. Yes. So let's test all the test cases. Let's see. Yes, all the test cases are working fine. Yeah, I hope now you understood what should be the approach, how to approach any algorithm, right? I hope you understood this problem, breaking the records. See you again in our another problem solving session. Thank you.